Hello, how are we doing? The seagulls appear to be quiet for the moment, so I will start talking. Recently, I've been really into bucket hats, mostly because I cannot handle the heat, and this makes my head feel less like it's about to melt down my neck. So I have this one, which is my watermelon hat. I have my hippo hat, which isn't for me. Still needs a bit of adapting on the size there. And I had a plan for another gift that I was going to make this one for a niece, being a stealth hat. So the idea was this was supposed to be for a child. It's far too big, so I'm going to have to size it down. The idea is that one way out it is totally normal, a sun hat, but when the moment is right, you turn it inside out and poof, there we are. We have a hat. This is a sort of a test copy, which is bigger than the one it should be. So I'm going to go for no curve. I'm going to go for straight lines on the next one. But yes, so what I had done was I printed out a pattern for an adult's hat and tried to just sort of resize it smaller in my head. It didn't work. So I've printed it at 90% scale, so made it 10% smaller, and that gives a more reasonable hat size, I think. I'll bring both. If it fits, it fits. So for take two, I have this fabric. I've traced out my pieces. So the inside version needs a top piece, the headband and the brim. And the pointy hat, the magic stealth hat, is going to, doesn't need that at all. We'll have a full brim, and I will take the, it goes that way around, yeah. I will take this piece and I'll trace it, but instead of making that a curve, I didn't like how that went, so I think I will probably make it a shorter, more direct line. So that is the plan. And I have like a week to finish this and a few other projects, so video probably won't be done in the week, but hopefully the sewing will. do the headband and the brim, turn them into 2 loops, and then I'll be joining them together. So let's go. Okay. Side numero uno. Okay, so we're done. This gives me a brim. This might make a cute hat size for me. Maybe it needs to go even smaller. Don't know. Right, so anyway, the next step that needs to happen is I'll put this one this way out. So this way. So I'm going to want to pin this side together and the other. Okay, I found another hat right from when I was getting it way wrong for the size. Like, this thing's huge. I feel like it needs one of those big fluffy bows. Gonna line up seam to seam. And this seam to this seam. Make sure all these threads are out of the way. Okie dokie. So from there, the idea is just that I can pull this generally into shape, join that up, and it'll become a little topless hat. I'll take this off for this. Do I want to put one in the middle? Yeah, I think I want to put one in the middle. You can see which bits I'm happy estimating and which bits I'm less happy estimating. There will be so many pins when it comes to the top bit, because I do want that to work properly. Definitely. How do I... Here. Oh wait. This pin's on the wrong side. Now I have a tube. I have part of a cone. I have a truncated cone attached to a secondary truncated cone. Neither of them are true cylinders. They both have a bit of an angle on them. Yeah, that's where we're at. And then I go hat. So pinning time. What we're going to do, well, this is already quite neatly marked with quarters because it's got the thing. I think I'll set it up so that the bolt there goes sort of, if I imagine that as the front for now. And I want to put this like this. Yeah. So line that up with a side point. And put... This is going to be similar to how I did the gathers in the video, which should be the one directly before this. Here we are. It'll work out. Yeah. So this is the opposite sides of the circle going here. So yeah, similar method to how I sorted the gathers. I'm going to measure some fixed points to split this into, I'm going to be aiming for quarters. I may or may not get there. And then I'm just going to be halving each section to try and get it to do what I want. So that lines up with the half there. So this point needs to line up with that quarter point there. Okay, okay. So, hat. Looks like it's going to be way too small. Taking too much out of it, but you know, it'll sit on a head at least. And now it's time for the Pointy Witch's hat. So like I said, I took the headband piece and traced that out here, and I just have a straight line here which goes on the fold, and I just simply took the ruler and went zoom, and there we are. So I have 2 of those pieces cut out, and I have 2 of the rim. I have done the brim in a different fabric to the point of the hat, so this is slightly stiffer fabric, and this is slightly sort of floppier. We'll just see how it goes. So I pin this out. Now is when I'm going to have to go and get the iron. So we have the magic hat, which will do various bits like that. Turn it inside out, and we have the normal hat, stealthy. So what I need to do now is I'm going to iron things so that this will behave itself how I want it to, and fold out nicely, and then I'm going to have to join these 2 edges together, and decide if I'm doing that. I could put a binding around it if I have a look and see what I've got, because my plan had been just to fold each side in a little bit, and probably just go round by hand and do that, which I think is probably the plan I'm going to follow. But if that's not how I do it, I will update you later. Yeah, so sort of a weird thing. Anyway, so I did manage to finish the hat in plenty of time. Unfortunately, what I didn't do was record any footage of the finished thing. But because I'd accidentally made a version that was too big to start with, I just finished that up. So now I have a rather fetching bucket hat, which is, it's rather nice. I wear it out, and but nobody else needs to know that my hat holds a secret, and I can go all witchy on it. This one doesn't really do the standing thing, but that's the idea. That's the idea. So now I have my always ready. It's September when I'm recording this. I don't know when I'll post it, but I'll be ready to ready for October as soon as it starts, because I will be have a constant witch hat, which, you know, quite looking forward to. Anyway, look after yourselves, take care. I need to find a better position for this light because it keeps reflecting off my glasses and distracting me. But yes, hello, goodbye, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you around. Bye. Oh, and comment and like and interact in some way. I'd appreciate it. Hello, how are we doing? The seagulls are particularly loud today. Enjoy. And recently I've been particularly into bucket hats.